Hello, and welcome to today's discussion. In this video, we'll explore a topic that affects professionals across all career stages: why coworkers are not your friends. Whether you're a young graduate entering the workforce or a middle manager navigating complex office dynamics, understanding the nature of workplace relationships is crucial for both your career and personal well-being. Workplace friendships, while seemingly beneficial, are often situational and can lead to challenges if boundaries aren't properly maintained. Today, we'll separate these challenges into two groups: young graduates and middle managers. We'll discuss the issues each group faces and provide tailored solutions to help you maintain professionalism while fostering a healthy balance between social connections and career progression. Let's dive in. Let's begin with young graduates. Starting your first job can be an exciting yet overwhelming experience. The desire to fit in and belong often leads young professionals to form quick friendships with coworkers. However, workplace friendships are often tied to shared tasks and environments, making them situational. These relationships may not always last beyond the job, and relying too much on them can lead to disappointment. Take Sarah, a recent graduate who joined a marketing firm. Eager to bond with her colleagues, she shared personal struggles during a lunch break. A week later, she overheard some of her private details being discussed by her coworkers. Sarah felt embarrassed and betrayed, realizing that oversharing too soon had backfired. This is a common experience for many young professionals. Unlike college, the workplace is a professional setting where boundaries are essential and trust must be built gradually. Another challenge for young graduates is over-reliance on workplace relationships. When you're new to a city or job, coworkers often become your primary social circle. While this can provide a sense of belonging, it also creates a dependency that can be problematic. Let me share an example. John, fresh out of college, moved to a new city for his first job. Since he didn't know anyone else there, his coworkers became his entire social network. Initially, this made him feel comfortable. But when a coworker he considered a friend distanced themselves after a disagreement, John felt isolated and unsure of how to navigate the office. Young graduates also face the issue of blurred boundaries between personal and professional life. Oversharing, attending every social gathering, or treating coworkers like close friends can create complications. Consider Matt, who became close friends with his coworker Emily. He often vented to her about their boss and shared his frustrations. However, when Emily was promoted to a supervisory role, their dynamic shifted. Matt felt betrayed, and their relationship became tense. This situation highlights the importance of maintaining professional boundaries from the beginning. Lastly, young professionals often encounter competition and rivalry. Promotions, performance evaluations, and recognition can create tension between coworkers. For example, Priya and Jake, both recent hires at a tech company, quickly became friends. Their friendship was fine until a new position opened up, and they both applied. Priya got the promotion, but Jake felt hurt and blindsided. Their friendship never recovered. This kind of scenario is common in workplaces and demonstrates how career progression can strain even the closest workplace relationships. Now, let's move on to middle managers. The challenges for this group are different and often more critical. Middle managers operate in a highly competitive environment because senior positions are limited. The corporate ladder is shaped like a triangle, wide at the base and narrow at the top. This means the higher you climb, the fewer positions are available, intensifying competition. Unlike young graduates, who have more opportunities to grow and explore, middle managers are often vying for the same leadership roles as their peers, making competition even more personal and critical. Let's take an example. Sarah, a middle manager, and her peer James were both considered for a senior leadership position. They had worked together for years and had developed a friendly relationship. However, when the position became available, their dynamic shifted. James started withholding information about key projects, and Sarah felt pressured to outshine him to secure the promotion. Ultimately, Sarah got the role, but their friendship was never the same. This scenario highlights the unique challenges middle managers face when competition intersects with personal relationships. Balancing authority and friendship is another critical challenge for middle managers. Let's consider Maria, a middle manager who was close friends with one of her team members, Jason. When Jason began missing deadlines, Maria hesitated to confront him, fearing it would harm their friendship. This leniency didn't go unnoticed by other team members, who began to resent what they perceived as favoritism. Maria's hesitation not only impacted her authority, but also created tension within the team. For middle managers, maintaining professionalism and treating all team members equally is essential. Corporate politics is also a significant challenge for middle managers. They are often caught in the middle, managing relationships with both their peers and their superiors. Friendships with colleagues at the same level can become strained due to competition for leadership roles or differing political alliances. Imagine this scenario. A middle manager is seen having lunch with the VP. To others, this innocent meeting might look like lobbying for a promotion, even if it wasn't. Such situations highlight how workplace friendships can be misunderstood in a politically charged environment. Middle managers also face the emotional toll of workplace friendships. Long-standing relationships can make it difficult to remain objective when making decisions. For instance, David struggled to assign a high-priority project to a team member he wasn't close to. His friend in the office expected to be chosen, and David worried about upsetting them. This hesitation delayed the project and caused unnecessary tension within the team. These dilemmas illustrate how personal relationships can interfere with professional responsibilities. Finally, middle managers are at risk of burnout and emotional dependency. Trying to support their team while also maintaining relationships with colleagues can lead to overextending themselves. When workplace relationships become the primary source of emotional fulfillment, losing a job or facing workplace changes can feel devastating. So how do we address these challenges? Let's start with solutions for young graduates. The first and most important step is to maintain professional boundaries. Be friendly but avoid oversharing personal details, especially in the early stages of your job. For instance, if someone asks about your weekend, you can keep it light by saying, "It was good, I caught up on some reading," rather than diving into personal struggles. This approach helps you stay approachable without revealing too much. Another solution is to build a strong support system outside of work. Look for hobbies, clubs, or social groups that can help you make friends outside the office. John, from our earlier example, joined a local hiking group. This gave him a social outlet separate from his coworkers and helped him maintain a balance between his work and personal life. It's also important to understand the situational nature of workplace friendships. Not all coworkers will remain your friends once you leave the job, and that's okay. Focus on forming genuine connections with people who share your values and interests, rather than expecting every relationship to be long-lasting. Finally, learn to navigate competition. Instead of seeing your coworkers as rivals, try to focus on your own growth and celebrate their successes where appropriate. When Priya got the promotion over Jake, he could have used it as motivation to improve his own skills rather than letting it damage their friendship. For middle managers, the solutions are slightly different. Start by establishing clear boundaries with subordinates. Be approachable and supportive, but communicate expectations clearly and avoid favoritism. Maria, for example, started holding regular one-on-one meetings with all her team members. This allowed her to treat everyone fairly while maintaining her authority as a manager. Next, avoid office politics as much as possible. Stay neutral in workplace disputes and focus on facts, rather than aligning with any particular group. This can help you maintain your professionalism and avoid unnecessary conflicts. It's also essential to separate your personal and professional identities. Don't tie your self-worth or emotional well-being solely to your job or workplace relationships. Find fulfillment outside of work through hobbies, family time, or personal projects. Lastly, address burnout and emotional dependency. Recognize when you're overextending yourself and take proactive steps to delegate tasks and set boundaries. If you feel emotionally drained, prioritize self-care and seek support from outside your workplace. For both young graduates and middle managers, some lessons are universal. Focus on professionalism and treat coworkers as allies rather than emotional anchors. Develop emotional intelligence to navigate workplace dynamics effectively, and always strive for a healthy work-life balance. Remember, workplace friendships can be rewarding, but they should not come at the expense of your career growth or personal well-being. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more discussions on workplace dynamics and professional growth. See you next time.